ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this vlog. My name is Matej, Zatko, and today I would like to talk about a topic that I find highly controversial but really interesting in the area of policing, and that is Operation Kratos and the incident with John Charles de Menezes. Now, to just begin with a simple introduction, what was Operation Kratos? It was kind of a defense system against possible suicide bombings that was implemented after the 9/11 bombings in America. Members of the officers of the Metropolitan Police traveled to Sri Lanka and Israel to kind of learn from their methods of incapacitating possible suicide bombers, as Israel and Sri Lanka had way more experience than the UK previously had. Now, the main things they learned in Israel and Sri Lanka is that most of the bombs are of very sensitive nature. That means typical tactics of the Met Police, shots to the torso, could not be implemented, as this could possibly trigger the bombs. Leg shots were also useless, as the bomber could just fall down and trigger the bomb. Therefore, Operation Kratos was kind of a kill order on possible suicide bombers, as the only possible shots that could incapacitate him would be shots to the head. Now, they had to use a covert tactics, element of surprise, as upon most of the possible suicide bombers, upon identification by members of the public or the police, would blow themselves up. A very important note to mention is that this was not a trigger-happy event or a shoot-to-kill policy, as many could identify it as, or as many articles would say, mentioned by Steve Swain in his 2005 report for the Met Police. This was, Operation Kratos was wholly consistent with the Section 3 Criminal Law Act, which stated that members of the police can use force on possible bombers when only absolutely necessary. He also mentioned that Kratos was an umbrella term for three kinds of tactics: Andromeda, Beach, and Clydesdale, which kind of dealt with different scenarios with possible bomb threats. Now, in 2005, an incident happened that got Operation Kratos shut down. An innocent man, John Charles de Menezes, was shot on the Stockwell tube station because he was falsely identified as a possible bomb manufacturer, Hussein Osman, as he was living in the same area as him. A group of surveillance officers of Kratos operations were following Jean Charles over 30 minutes on his way to work before attempting to apprehend him in the tube, when one surveillance officer bear hugged him from behind and the other one shot a complete of 9 shots, out of which 6 hit Jean Charles in the head, 1 in the shoulder, and 2 missed. Now, an interesting fact is that no Kratos code word was given, no green light to shoot was given. However, these officers had they could not hear what the surveillance officers were saying in the radio, as they were underground, so they acted entirely upon their own belief that the threat of a bomb going off was absolutely real. This incident is the reason Operation Kratos got shut down. However, Metropolitan Police is still using Kratos-like tactics, which is really important because in the present day, the threat of terrorism and bomb attacks is very real. Now, a question arises: wouldn't it be better to just arm police officers better, get more armed patrols out there, rather than use covert tactics and operations? Members of the public would probably argue that arming police would only strike fear into the hearts of people. However, intimidation could be a good way to deal with possible bombers, or at least give them a warning finger, saying, if you walk out there, there's more patrols, you're more likely to be seen. So, to conclude this vlog, although Operation Kratos has been shut down, the tactics are still in use. And I feel like in the present day it is more than crucial to still use them, as the threat of terrorism is higher than ever. Thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to see you in the next vlog.